I am going to show you how to take this really cool blank button and make it even more cool with cork and torn up denim, wire, and beads. So let's take it down to the mat and talk about what you will need. So I am working with a blank button. This happens to be 2.25 inches round. I've also got a piece of denim and a piece of decorative cork. You're going to need some wire and a few beads of choice. And some of the tools I will be using will be wire cutters, nylon jaw pliers, and some scissors. And let's see. Oh, you're going to need a pen or a pencil because we're going to be tracing around that button. And I am going to show you one of my most favorite tools that I use. And this is the AdTech Essential Liberty cordless glue gun. I'm so excited to show you this. All right, let's get started. So what we want to do first, I'm going to scooch this over, is we're going to take the button and we're going to put that on the back side of the decorative cork. And then we'll bring the pin in and I'm just tracing it. Okay. So you're just going to go around. And then you also want to do a little wiggle into each hole. And then you will cut that. Now, I've already done that for you and, well, for me. And so here we go, right here. And we'll scooch that over and we're going to put that to the side. And then I'm going to bring in the denim so I can show you how I made all of these really fun, irregular shaped pieces to put onto my button. So what I did was I literally just started to cut. So I'll go like at an angle and then maybe I come in and maybe I go that way and then maybe I go that way. So really I'm just having fun. I'm cutting pieces. They kind of look like diamonds. They look like little what would that be called? Like a half a diamond, I guess, little points. And so I just make a random cuts here and there so that I can get started with the gluing process. And that's pretty much it, right? Pretty simple. So let's bring all of that in. Ooh, I have a sweet little mess, which you can't really craft if you don't make a mess, right? So we're going to just get a little cleaned up here. And we want to bring our button back in. Let's clear this off because I think we probably don't want that residue of denim in our glue. So we'll just scooch that over. And then we're going to check out, is this one, did I cut the holes? I think I cut the holes. Let's check it out. I think they're just really tiny. Yeah, they're just really tiny. So let's make them just a little bit bigger. I know you're here, buddy. Where'd you go? There you go. I think I just did one. So that's all I'm doing is kind of like poking the scissors. They're very sharp, so be careful. And then I'm going to bring in my AdTech Liberty glue gun. I've got some of the glue stick already in the glue gun, and I've got a drip going on here. I don't want to waste. I think that might have dried a little bit. Let's see. We got a piece of paper somewhere. Calling in the production assistant. It takes a team over here, right? We're having fun. Okay, look at the little light. The little light indicates that it is on and it's charged. Oh, hey, did I say that this was cordless? I'm going to tell you right now that it is. I know, you're probably chirping out. Like, where is the cord, Jules? There is no cord because it's cordless. So to charge it, you just plug it into the USB and then into the proper plug. So I'm already turned on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a nice layer. And I want to get to the sides as much as I can, to the outer sides over here. And then I'll do like a crisscross, maybe one of those guys, just trying to cover the wood as much as I can. So this piece adheres nice. And of course I want to make sure that my button holes Was it good? Did I do good? I think I did pretty good. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to smush that down. And I can already tell like my cork is bigger. Look at, I'm just going to have to go back and I'll have to trim that. But I'm good because I was able to cover the entire button base. So you're not going to see any of that wood. So we'll go back and we'll trim that up here. So just grab the scissors and, you know, we'll cut. Oh, I want that to be better. You have to get your scissors to go in one motion or you'll end up having, what would that be called? Like a jagged edge. I guess that could be part of your design. All right, there you go. So much better. And I'm seeing that I've got a little peekaboo area here. So I'm going to come back in and we'll just push that down. And I'm seeing that I got a little bit going on over here. So we're going to do the same thing. Push that down. And I might have a little peekaboo over here. I didn't go to the edge enough. That's all right. Most of the time I am living on the edge, so. So we did good. We did good. All right, so I'm going to turn that over, and now we're going to start making some more magic. And just to kind of give you an idea of what I do, I grab a piece of the denim, all right? And then I just start to randomly, you know, you can just kind of get an idea, like how's this going to work out? I'm going to do some inside of the denim look, right? So this would be the inside of the fabric. Maybe I want to do that. So I'm just placing it. I'm just seeing if I cut correctly, how's it going to go for me? And I'm feeling pretty good about my cuts. So let's back that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the glue gun in, and you want to make sure just to, you know, protect your fingers. And then we're going to lay that down. And I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to be all like, oh, it's got to be this way or that way. I'm just going to make it happen, make the magic happen. And we could do that. And so this is just placement, right? Let's see. Oh, I'm all right side up. Let's be upside down. Let's do one of those. And it adheres pretty quickly, so it's okay if it doesn't get in that right spot right away. And I like this piece because it's pretty big, so we're just gonna scooch that glue. And again, let's see, I'm kind of thinking let's do something like that. And the whole process is just fun. Like you're just finding all these little pieces. And I'm gonna make sure that my glue stick is really, really in there well. And let's see. Oh, that's fun because that's like got the, you know, like the torn look. So do I want that side up? I think I want that side up, which means I got to do it on this side. Okay. So, okay, we're doing this. Getting really into it. And I'm feeling like, why don't we do that? That's like fun. So now we kind of got some, we've got some, some layers going on here. And is that going to be good? I think that's probably going to be good. So don't overthink it because I can already see, like I could start overthinking it and then, you know, I'm here at midnight. Like, why is this taking so long? It shouldn't take that long. Okay, so we're just, we're putting the glue on and we're laying it down. Hey, you know what? If you wanted, you could paint. You could pre-paint or stain or color in with a pencil. That way, you know, like if the spaces of the wood, if that you didn't want to see that, you could do, you know, you could be sure that it coordinated. I don't know. You could do that. I think that would be okay. I don't think you have to, but I still think that would be so good. You know, I feel like the glue, I feel very empowered right now with this glue gun because I'm really getting it. I'm getting it done. Mama's getting it done, folks. Mama is getting it done. Okay, what do I need? I feel like I need some darker darker denim. So let's do this. Okay, and which way do I want to go? Oh, okay, I gotta peek over here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I want you to move. I want you to move, but you don't because you're so good. You're just gonna stay there. Be careful. Because it is good stuff. It is good stuff. Once it lands, it's sticking. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have so much fun when I'm doing projects, and I know that I'm making something so incredibly unique and different. So we're going to scooch all this over. I've got all kinds of fun stuff going on. What more do we have here? Hey, you know what? Maybe I think I'm going to do this. Now that these are getting smaller, why don't we try that method? You could do that too. Let's do that. Let's do this and see how that works. So I kind of like that idea too. And don't worry, we can either leave all of these excess pieces or we can go back and trim them up. Oh, here's a thin one. So I want to get that into that spot. Oh, I'm kind of liking this idea of putting the glue down on the button and then coming back and filling in the space. That's working for me. You'll have to let me know what you think. Can you see how this really, I know it's kind of like, what is going on right now? But let's bring in the finished one and remind you of where we're going. Let's just remind you of that because we are going somewhere and it's pretty stinking cool when it's all done. Okay, let's keep going. So we'll get something in there. Get it. Okay, I'm not too worried about my buttonholes like being too covered because I'm just going to be putting some very thin wire in that area. So, whoa, don't cover it all though, Jules. You need a little peekaboo space. All right, I see it. Okay. Okay, I know this is going to be overkill, but I do, come on now. I got to get this spot. So let's do that one. Don't cover your buttonhole. You still got to see it. All right. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, I know I'm good. Okay, let's do this though. Let's get back. Let's trim. Okay, so I'm just going around the button and I'm trimming. It's like a pinwheel, right? It's got like this cool, and not for nothing. I could, if this was bugging me, right here, I could put like a little glue right there and then let me come in over here. I know I'm being a little too much, right? Hey, it's the way it goes. But I want to fill these in, so just bear with me. I think it's important. So let's just do that. And that's for me. You could have just been like, I totally left it the way it was. And that's fine. All right, so let's trim this off. And we'll just do a little snippety snip. And we'll do a little smoochy smooch. Perfect. Yay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate with the wire and the beads. And so I have a very thin piece of wire. This is like a 26 gauge non-tarnished wire. And I'm going to bring in the nylon jaw pliers. And I love working with nylon jaw pliers when I'm doing wire working because it really takes all of the kinks out of the wire. It also hardens the wire. So I like to fold it and then I'll come back from the back side. And I'm just putting it through the holes and then going to pull those two pieces. All right. And then I'm going to just start wrapping. So, and then we're inserting that back into the hole. And we'll just take that guy, let him lay there. I think, okay, yeah. Let's get that one more time. And then let's come over here and we're going to do the same thing. Basically just weaving the wire into the buttonholes. Now I think we should add some beads. So let's add a bead here. I think that's cool. Let's do something a little different. We'll add a bead here. And then we're going to come in again. Fantastic. And I mean, that's kind of interesting. If they were like this one, I have like they're scattered. This is kind of a little bit more like in the same spot, but I feel like, okay, I'm going to overthink it. I'm just going to do it. We're going to teach each other how to just like get over it and do it. It's going to be unique no matter what you do. But here, watch this. I'm just going to do that. Okay, that worked out. Now I'm happy. Oh, I'm really happy. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to the back side. And what I want to do to lock all of this in place is I'm going to get my round nose pliers. I didn't mention those, did I? So hang tight. I'm going to grab my round nose, and I've got them. And so what I'm doing is I'm working the very tip of my round nose pliers, and I'm going to grab that wire. I pinch it in between my fingers, and then I grab that wire, and I just do like a little rubby because I don't really want to fill the tip there, and I can see it. Oh, now it's better. And what I do is I just give it forward, like a forward turn, release, put it back in there. Okay. And then we're going to get our flat nose pliers. Don't go anywhere. We've got like a working situation, folks. Okay. And then we're going to grab the side of that, and we're turning. I would love to know, do you have all your crafting supplies within reach? Or do you have to like get up? You know how when you're like laying in bed and you find something you want to buy, and they're like, put your credit card in. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not getting out of bed. Tell me about your crafting supplies. Are they close by? Because I literally just had to grab two of my tools that I realized were going to make this project a lot easier to complete. Come on now. I'm just going to tell you who's the queen of making a swirl. I'm going to give myself a hand. So I'm just rolling this back into itself, and awesome. And then what I could do is come back in and kind of give it like a little bend. And now, like, doesn't that look neat? Oh my gosh. Okay. I love how these come together so quickly. By the way, the longer the wire, the bigger the swirl. The shorter the wire, the smaller the swirl. So let's do this one. I know. I love when we can make things that just set our pieces apart. So you're making jewelry, and you just want a really unique piece. This is definitely going to be unique. And I love wearing these. Personally, I love wearing these big buttons. And I'm super excited that I can use my fabrics, my denim. These are a pair of old jeans. I could not throw them away. I was like, someday I will turn you into something. And how wonderful is it that we have a tool like the Essential Liberty glue gun that really produces a nice, strong adhesive to keep it all together. Oh my gosh, you guys, come on now. Come on now. Let's bring the other one that I've made. Do you want to see it actually on a bracelet? Because look how cool this is. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Look at this one. This is a bracelet. Are you excited? This is so cool. I mean, I get so many oohs and ahs and wows. And I sport this, y'all. Check it out. Look at how fun. Isn't that great? And just minimal product, minimal items, some cork, some old denim, wire, beads. I will tell you, this is a gemstone because I wanted it to match these. So you could do that too. You could like add some value to your button. Alrighty, you know what? Let's take a really quick look again. We've got, we used cork, we used denim, we had a blank button, we had wire. I used all the wire, and we had round nose, and we had flat nose, and we had nylon jaw and wire cutters and scissors, and we had my bestie. the AdTech Essential Liberty cordless glue gun. All right, I want to see your button when you get it done. Have fun.